Most people have a specific niche, but for Dia Payette, she's a pro in numerous areas. First, she's a wife and a mother of 7.
I was orphaned at age 3, and I didn't grow up with any siblings. And so when I grew up, I don't know if I've grown up yet, but now I always knew I wanted to have a big family so that they never had to, live life alone and they could have adventures together.
She was runner-up for the 2021 Mrs. United States. She's a music teacher.
I teach private music lessons, all instruments, and voice. So I do it all.
She's an advocate for the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault.
I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I was lost. I kind of lost myself through that, and I knew that if I had a purpose and helped other people in this situation reignite their dreams and passions.
She's a philanthropist.
I decided to use my influence on social media to get people connected, pilots connected to aviation organizations, and we're about to give a scholarship, our first scholarship out.
Sounds sky high. She's also a pilot.
For me, I knew I had always wanted to become a pilot, to fly, and I finally said, this is my purpose. It was one of the best days of my life.
How long ago was that?
7 years now, lucky number 7 years.
Yeah.
Yes. Being an orphan, the first time I ever stepped onto an airplane was coming to America. My house mothers, the orphanage mothers, they called it the flying house. And so growing up, I would always say, I want to go on the flying house. I want to fly one of those flying houses. And no one ever knew what I was talking about.
Little kid? Yes.
But I had always known since that moment that was because, when it came to America, it was my freedom and independence, the start to a new life. And so when I became a pilot, guess what? That was also my moment of freedom and independence because I found myself again. Only 7% of pilots are women, and so there's a big need to help get more in the air. And so I love pageantry. I love anything that helps other women. And so in aviation, that's what I'm really well known for, is helping and serving our community to help women become pilots, especially young women in our community, because there's a program called Young Eagles, and I take free flights for them on the weekends.
I actually do a lot of work on social media at Cooper the Pilot, if you've seen it. I provide gear for pilots that are just starting out so that they aren't having to spend their money on flight gear, but they can spend their money on flight time.
You have Cooper the Pilot.
Yes.
How did that name come about?
Well, that's a funny, cute little story. I am a member of the 99s International Organization, and when I got my name tag, for some reason they put Cooper instead of my name, Payette, and instead of correcting it, I just kept it because most of the women in there thought, that's perfect for you because you jump out of planes, you fly different aircraft, and so the name just stuck, and now I'm known as Cooper the Pilot.
I don't have a name for her, but I do, I reassure her.
And it's a she?
She.
Okay.
Yes, airplanes are she's.
Oh.
So, as a woman pilot, I always want to make sure I'm inspiring girls to fly.
Yeah. Did you see us flying over Bakersfield in this red Cessna? Stay tuned for next week's episode of Pop Kern, where Dia helps us pop into the air and get an amazing view of beautiful Bakersfield.